Alright guys, so what I've been doing on my dad's Mustang was I ended up working on the tail wheel assembly and the back of the hatch, their access hatch to the bell crank to the rudder. Tail wheel, get rid of this. Tail wheel assembly is all in there. It's retractable, and having an access to a 3D printer last year for Christmas and working on two Mustangs at the same time, I made some parts for the doors. And if we go for a wander over here, I won't go too fast so you guys don't get sick. I laid up a new scoop at the bottom. It's pretty rough right now, but it'll get all cleaned up in the finishing process. Working on, gotta open that all up and cut that all off at the front edge to fit. And then I'm right now just working on the setting up a former for simulate the radiator scoop. And then we'll go back for the walk over here. Sorry about that. I hate watching stuff like that because I get sick watching when people are moving around. But I will set up another camera one day and start doing these. So I got that set up there. It's all rough. It'll all come together. I made a couple access panels here. I just gotta simulate the Zeus fasteners for there. And as you can see here, where it gets trimmed all off. And then I gotta scribe the panel lines and put panels on it. And working on it to get it to the flaps. So once it gets glued onto the fuselage, or onto the wing, it'll be okay. I had other old supports on here, which I broke off. Oops, sorry, out of frame there. I broke these off. I had this on before, going under here to hold the intake scoop there. I took them off to rechange everything, and then I got air tank back there, so I had to notch that out to clear. So once this, like I said, once this gets all glued to the wing and work on the fit, it should be pretty good. And then if we go for a wander over here, this is my Mustang that I started on probably when I was 20 something years old, and I've been doing some work on it too. Made another scoop for that. I got to work on that. Started drawing where all the rivets go. I'm having a 3D printer now. I printed up the little chutes for the bullet shells to come out of. I printed the gun blisters, but I'll probably cut the guns off themselves, the barrels off, and size them up with pieces of brass tubing, because they're on the real Mustang, they're all staggered at different settings. I also cut open mine, took the bell cranks out, and just gonna put servos in there. But you can see some of the details there for the simulated trim hinges. Some of it's bent up litho plate, and some of the little brackets I did on the 3D printer. Coming across, working on the navigation lights, or identifying lights. I got them in the works. I made rings with the 3D printer, and that I'll show them in another date. But it's been pretty good. It's coming coming along. A lot of work. It's got the droppable fuel tanks and all that working on. And the retract bay, I'm still waiting for my son to, he said he was gonna make some up. He's a machinist, but I've been waiting for 10 years for those. Maybe this Christmas, guys, we'll get her. But she's coming along. It's, you know, it's not gonna be a perfect thing, but it's gonna have lots of stuff on it. And then having a brother-in-law in the printing business, I can give him a 3-view drawn, and he blows it up to whatever size I needed. So we've been working off those for some details. And there's my glasses. I have to remove those because I can't see up close with them on. But don't worry about the mess. It's kind of like Todd's mess. But we'll get there, guys. All right. Have a good one. I'll get back to you when I get some more stuff done. Bye.